Hello, in this video we're going to revise fractions operations. It's really important that we go over this today to revise how to add, take away, multiply and divide fractions before next lesson, where we're going to look at applying fractions to real life situations. So for the do now, write down the questions that are on the screen now and have a go at putting those fractions in their simplest form. Pause the video while you have a go and then press play when you're ready to see the answers. Okay, the answers are on the screen, mark those, and then we'll move on to the outcomes of this lesson. So what we're going to look at today is changing the denominators for addition and subtraction, multiplying effectively, and then using inverse operations for dividing fractions. The starter, thinking back to the last lesson where we was thinking about improper fractions and mixed numbers, can you, for the first section, change these improper fractions to mixed numbers, and for the second section, change the mixed numbers into improper fractions? Pause the video while you have a go, and then press play to see the answers for those. Okay, the answers are on the screen, mark those, and then we'll get ready to move on. So, we'll first start looking at adding fractions. We've looked at this a couple of times already, so hopefully you'll know how to do these. So the first example, can you write it down onto your bit of paper or your tablet, whatever you're using? 3/5 plus 4/5. Okay, the first bit of working out what they have done and what you will need to do for the following questions is that if the denominators are the same, for example both of these have a 5, we can write it as 1 fraction over 5 and the numerators are adding together, so 3 plus 4 is on the numerator and that is all over 5 because the denominator is already the same for this question. After that they've just added those two numbers together, so 4 and 3 have added together to get 7 and it's still over 5, that's not changed. And to finish it off, it doesn't matter how you leave your answers today. We've got an improper fraction here, 7/5, or you could have changed it to 1 whole and 2/5 if you're feeling confident at changing mixed numbers and improper fractions. Either these two answers will be fine, so it doesn't matter how you leave those today. The next question, write it down on your bit of paper or on your tablet. We've got 3/7 plus a third this time. And let's have a look at how they start this question. 3/7 plus a third. This question is different to the last question because the denominators are different. So the number on the bottom is what we call the denominator. Here we've got 7 and on this fraction it's 3. And we need to think of a number that's in both of the times table of 3 and 7 and we need to find the lowest common multiple of 3 and 7. So the lowest common multiple of 3 and 7 is 21. And for this first fraction, to make 7 into 21, we need to multiply by 3. And they also multiplied 3 by 3 to get 9. Whatever you do to the denominator, you also need to do to the numerator. So both of these numbers are multiplied by 3. And an equivalent fraction of 9 over 21 is the first bit of working out. We then need to look at this second fraction, which is a third. And again, we need to change the denominator into 21. And I'm trying to think this time, what have I multiplied 3 by? Or what do I need to multiply 3 by to get 21? And that is 7. So 3 multiplied by 7 is 21. And I also need to multiply 1 by 7. And that will be 7. So when the denominators are different, for example, here we've got 7 and 3. The first step for our working out is changing the denominator to be the same number, and this one's 21. And the next bit of working out, we're adding these two numerators together because now our denominators are the same. So 9 plus 7 is 16, and it's over 21. And this can't simplify because there's no number that divides into 16 and 21 apart from 1. So 16 over 21 is our final answer. Pause the video, make sure you've got these two examples written down, and then press play when you're ready to see the questions. Okay, some questions for you to have a practice then. All of these questions, the denominators are different, so you are going to have to change those as your first line of working out. On question A, that number is going to be 6 because the lowest number in the 2 and 3 times table is 6. Pause the video while you have a go at these questions and then press play when you're ready to see the answer. Okay, the answers are on the screen. I'll just delete the questions. Mark those, pause the video and then press play when you're ready to move on. Okay, second example of a different type of question this time. The first example, can you write it down onto your bit of paper or your tablet? 3/4 of 48. So we're asked to calculate 3/4 of 48. So when we're asked to find 3/4 of 48, the word of basically just means multiply. So our first line of working out, we can swap of to become multiply. So we've got 3/4 multiplied by 48 now. The next bit of working out, the numerator 3 and 48 are going to be multiplied by each other on the numerator, and it's all going to be over 4 as the denominator, which we found on that first line of working out in the fraction. And you can use your calculator for this, so if you type in 3 multiplied by 48 and then divided by 4, you should be able to get an answer, and we get 36. So you can use your calculator for these questions. It'll make it a little bit easier, especially when there's decimals. Okay, next example, write it down on your bit of paper or your tablet. We're asked to calculate again 3/5 of 32. Exactly the same as the last question. Where they've got of, and there's of on this question, it's been changed for a multiply. So of just means multiply. 3/5 of 32 equals 3/5 multiplied by 32. And again, the steps are exactly the same, but just with different numbers. 3 multiplied by 32 on the numerator, 3 coming from the fraction and 32 from the whole number, all as the numerator, and then divided by 5 on the denominator. 3 multiplied by 32 is 96. Again, you can use your calculator if you want to. And here, 96, that fraction line means divided by. So we've got 96 divided by 5. And we get 19 1/5. You could have left that as a decimal, 19.2. Anyway, is fine. Pause the video, make sure you've got all of that written down, and then press play when you're ready to see some practice questions. 4 questions for you to have a go at. Look back at the examples that you've just written down, pause the video and have a go at these 4 questions, please. Okay, let's put the answers on. 4 answers there. Can you mark those and then continue with the video when you're ready to move on? Last section for today, we're going to combine these last 2 examples. We've got a multiply and a divide example. So, can you write down this first example, please? We've got 3/4 multiplied by 3/7. And let's have a look at the working out. So when we're multiplying, we don't need to do anything to the denominator. We don't need to make them the same. And all that we need to do is the 2 numerators, 3 and 3, will be multiplied by each other. And the 2 denominators, 4 and 7, will also be multiplied by each other on the denominator. And all that we're left to do is just work out what these are. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, and 4 multiplied by 7 is 28. And that's our final answer. We can't simplify that fraction. Next example, 3/7 divided by 3/4. And This is where we're looking about this goal objective, using inverse operation for dividing fractions. So our question was 3/7 divided by 3/4, and to make this a little bit easier, instead of using a divide, they've used the inverse of divide, or the opposite, which is multiply. So our divide sign has been changed into a multiply because it is the inverse operation. So inverse means opposite. So if we look at 3/4, our fraction then also becomes the inverse, and it's the opposite way round. So instead of 3 on the numerator on the top and 4 as the denominator on the bottom, 3 is now on the bottom and the denominator, and 4 goes on top, and that's the numerator. So it's really important that the divide sign is changing to the inverse operation. It's becoming the opposite. So the opposite of divide is multiply, and 3/4 is also becoming the inverse, or the opposite. And the opposite to 3/4 is 4/3. And then at this point it becomes a simple multiply, similar to the last step, last question. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12, and 7 multiplied by 3 is 21. This question does simplify. Both of these numbers divide by 3, so 12 divided by 3 is 4, and 21 divided by 3 is 7. Pause the video while you write down these last two examples, and then press play when you're ready to move on. Okay, last set of questions for you to have a go at. There's quite a few multiply questions on the top and quite a few divide questions on the bottom. If you want to do maybe 3 or 4 of these questions and then check your answer, that's fine. And then do 3 or 4 from the next section as well. If you're really struggling, just try and have a go at 1 or 2 of them. And if you're feeling really confident, you can always have a go at all of these questions. Pause the video while you have a go, and when you're ready to check your answers, press play again. Okay, I'll put the answers on the screen. Just delete this one. Okay, there's the answers on there. You've got the improper fractions and also mixed number, so it doesn't matter which way around you got these for your answers. If you've converted it back to a mixed number, that's fine. Otherwise, you can leave it as a improper fraction as well. So mark those, and then that's it for this lesson.